Hey, what's up guys, welcome to FindGap, and in today's video I'm going to teach you lifting state up concept in React.js. Sometimes you want the state of two components to always change together. For example, this is your app.js and this is your component A. So maybe in which you are displaying cart items of different categories, and in this you are displaying the cart items of different categories, but you want, so if someone add to cart product from component B, so the state of this component B will be changed. And suppose if the cart count you are displaying on component A as well, so you would also like to update the cart count in component A. So on in simple, for example, you have state in component A and state in component B, but for example if user do some action in component A but you want your that state will should also be changed in component B, so then we use the lifting up state concept in React.js. Basically we remove the state from component A and component B, and we will find their nearest parent. Currently we have this app.js, so we will put our state here and then we will pass our state to both of our components as a props. So in this video we will learn this concept practically. Let me show you how we can do this. So without any delay, let's start. If you can see that currently I have this app component, and we will create a common state inside our app component, and then we will pass that state in both of our component and we will use that state in our app. So basically in this example, first of all let me create a state. I will type here const to-dos and set to do is equal to use state, and initial value I am going to provide is an empty array. So basically this is our to-dos which will contain the to-dos that user will add in his app. So this was our example. So now for example, first of all what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a function here, but before creating this component before creating this function, let me create a component here, add to do. Okay, so this is our component. I will copy this component name and I will create my this component in the same file name app.tsx. Inside this we have to type a return statement, and inside this let me create an empty fragment, and inside this component I am going to create an input. The type of this input will be text. I will open my browser and from here I will open my terminal, and here I am going to type npm run dev. Once I will press enter, we have find this link. We can copy this link from here and paste this in our browser. Okay, we have an error inside our return statement. Okay, we need to remove this const. Okay, so you can see that this is hello world. Let me remove this h1 element and I'm going to type here add your to-dos. We have this input field, and now with this input field I will also create a button which will say add to do. Okay, so now what I want is, suppose if user click on this add to do, we have to get text from this input and save this inside our this state which we have created here. So now we will pass this state as a prop inside our this component. So I will type here data is equal to, and here I will type to do's, and now inside our this add to do component, okay, now we can use props dot data to get this state. We can use this, but now let me again type here let input ref is equal to use ref, and you also have to import this use ref from React if you want to use this. And let me press here semicolon, initial value I will provide it to null, and now inside this input element we have to give this reference like ref is equal to input ref. Okay, so basically we use this hook for DOM manipulation. So instead of get element by id in React, we use this use ref. Obviously if you are unfamiliar with this hook, so I would recommend you to stop watching this video and first of all watch the use ref hook in React. So but if you already know this, so let's move on. And now from here what we have to do, we have to create a function here handle add to do. So this would be its function name, and here I need to type equal to, I'm going to create an arrow function. And now instead of this to do's, we need to pass this set to do function here. So I will pass this function here, and let me name this set to do. Okay, or let me name this set, or set to do. Okay, set my to do. Basically I want to make it unique. So now inside this component we can access this. We can for example, if someone click on this button, so let me type here on click, and inside this on click we need to pass this our custom function. And now we need to call the function that we have to use to update our state. So what we will do, first of all, we will type here props dot, and then if you notice we have name our prop is set my to do. So instead of calling this function, we need to access this function set my to do, which we have passed as a prop. So now I will type here set my to do. So now it means we can call this function, and inside this we need to type here a little arrow function which will receive the previous state. Let me type here previous state or previous to do's. Now let me copy this, and here let me type here 3 dots and previous to do's, and here inside this we need to pass our the new user added to do. So let me type here input ref dot current dot value. So that's it. Let me refresh. Okay, now we need to type here one thing. Each time once our this app component will be rendered, I would like to console this to do's, and let me press here semicolon, and now let me refresh. I will right click and click on inspect, so we can see our console as well. So initially you can see that currently we have empty to do. So let me type here go to gym, and now if I click on add to do, so you can see that our state is updated successfully. And now let me type here say my prayer or watch Palestine news, and if I click on, so you can see that the new to do is added here. So now the next part is, for example, this was our component A, in which we pass our function set to do, that is used to update our state. So now you can see for example, in component B we are displaying these to do's in our app. So same, we have to do the same step. First of all, let me type create here a component like show to do. I'm calling this component here, but we have not created here. So let me copy this, and I'm going to paste here function show to do, and this is the same process. Simply we need to copy this to do, and here data, I will pass my this state here inside this component, and we can receive this state as a props inside our component easily. So now I'm going to type here my return statement, and here I will type props dot data. The same process, we are fetching our state as we do in our add to do, like this. The same process we are doing here. So basically now our state is exist inside the data object, and now we need to call the map function on it. So now here we need to type here e, and I will type here return and p element. So first of all, we need to provide a unique key to our each p element. So this is recommended by React. So now let me create here I element, and initial value would be 0, and here I will type I plus plus. If you will not do this, you will see an error in your console. So whenever you map data from an array, so on each child node you should provide a unique key. So this is recommended by React. And now inside this, let me directly type here e. That's it. Now let me refresh. Now I will type here go to gym, read news about Palestine. If I click, so you can see that. So friends, this was the process that how we can share data between two components, or we also call this lifting up state in React. So basically we just, instead of defining our state inside our components, we lift our state up to their nearest parent, and then we pass that state as a prop in our both components. So this is the thing that you will do commonly while building React applications. I hope that this video will help you to understand the concept that what lifting state is. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section. We will try to answer your question. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And finally, thanks for watching.